words, some one word substitution, some phrasal verbs, idioms and phrases, the editorial vocabulary and the analysis. So moving the session forward from here, I believe you all can. So my dear, the first word here for the day is cumulative. Now what do you understand by the word cumulative? When I say the word cumulative, so whatever we are doing today is solely in context to the editorial vocabulary which has been asked in the editorial, the words which keep on coming up in the editorial. So increasing by one addition after the another. Now you must have heard about the word cumulative frequency. Sam Gupta, hello, very good morning. Make sure you're putting up a message on Telegram and WhatsApp groups as well that the session is live now. Kindly join ASAP. Quickly do that. So my dear, when I say cumulative, word cumulative here is increasing by one addition after the another. So when I'm adding on the one after another, cumulative frequency, the cumulative number. I hope this is clear to everyone. So when you're increasing by one addition after the another. The next word here is linchpin. Linchpin is a noun here. First of all, understand what do you mean by the word linchpin. So linchpin means something which is very important. So some very important detail or important thing is called linchpin. Any doubts to anyone? Harjinder, very good morning. How have you been? Have you attended the sessions, the previous sessions? Because I've not been seeing your name from quite few days. Alright, so moving forward is linchpin, important thing or important detail. Now the next word here is offtake, which is again a noun. The taking off or the purchase of goods. The taking off or purchase of goods. Very good Sam, excellent. Alright, so when I say Harjinder, Shaikh, Parveen and Sam Gupta, make sure you have shared the session. Make sure you are putting up one message each that yes ma'am, to the students, not to me, that yes, the session is live, kindly come and join the session. Alright, so you have been watching the previous sessions also. Good, great. So when I take offtake, when I say offtake, it is again a noun here saying the taking off or purchase of goods. Now, taking off or purchase of goods means offtake. It's called offtake. Okay, so this is here I've said linchpin is important thing or important detail. Offtake I have mentioned. Sentinel, the next word here is sentinel. Now what do you understand by the word sentinel? Please tell me here. The word sentinel. Actually it's lynching, lynching. This lynching is called to kill somebody. Sam Gupta, the one you are saying, my dear, is this lynching. Is this lynching, which I told you was linchpin. Are the words clear? Can you able to see? Are you able to see what I have written here? So which you are saying, Sam Gupta, this is lynching, L-Y, which is called again to murder, hatya. Understandable? Okay. The next word here is sentinel. Sentinel is a noun here. So an indicator of the presence of disease. So an indicator of the presence of some disease is called sentinel. S-C-N-T-I-N-E-L, sentinel. Moving forward is the next word called diligently. Again, it's an adjective. If we talk about the part of speech, it is an adjective here. So in a way, that is carefully, something when you're using very carefully and a lot of effort is being made, right? Uses of lot of efforts. So in a way, that is careful and uses a lot of effort, means hard work also. So lot of effort also means hard work. So in a way, that is careful and used, in a way that is careful and uses a lot of effort is called, again, lot of effort or hard work is called, you're working very diligently. Diligent work, work diligently. So show the diligence, show the hard work. Clarity. Is the speed okay, guys, or I am just being too fast and you're not able to revise? Do not worry, we'll revise the words also. Do not worry, right? So when I say overhaul, overhaul is a noun here, a thorough examination or investigation. Now when you overhaul, what trick will you keep here to make sure you have learned the word, you have learned the meaning? Not diligently, overhaul. Overhaul is a thorough examination and investigation. So thorough examination or some investigation is called overhaul. What will you understand by this word? Quickly tell me. How many students are present in the session? Can you all put up a thumbs up and show me that yes ma'am, we are there in the session? Can you all put a thumbs up? Quickly, can you put a thumbs up? Any doubts to anyone till here? Princey has said yes ma'am, I'm there. Great. Okay. So a thorough examination or investigation is called overhaul. Moving forward, the next word here is complacent. Now, satisfied with one's situation or life is called complacent. And you will also hear or also see one word called the other word is called here complacency. Now, what is complacent and what is complacency? So, this complacency, very good, Sam Gupta, very good. So, when I say the word complacency, complacency is something which is related to the today's article. This is in the heading also. This word is there in the heading itself of today's article. So when I say complacent, see, one is what is the complicacy, means what is the why it is complicated, the trouble or the problem arising, that's called complicacy. But this is called complacent and complacency. It's not complicacy, it's complacency and complacent. Now complacent here means when you are satisfied with one's situation. Now when I am satisfied with my life, I am quite complacent in life. I will be saying I am complacent, means it's an adjective. If you talk about parts of speech, and I am complacent, I am satisfied with my life, or I am satisfied with the situation of my life. Complacency again is called self-satisfaction, is called complacency. That is also there in the article. All right. Now the best part is that the idioms and phrases today and the phrasal verbs which I have brought in for all of you today is directly linked with the previous year papers, idioms and phrasal verbs. So you will be glad to see that we are just covering up the previous year questions, idioms and phrases and phrasal verbs. So this was the question in your previous exams. Sweeping statement. So this it's a idiom here, sweeping statement. Sweeping is what? When I say it's a sweeping statement, means it's a thoughtless. You have not given a thought to it. Very careless. Thoughtless statement, very careless statement, which is just said to which we have not given a thought, is called sweeping statement. Sam, are you there? Princey, are you there? All right. Harjinder, are you there? Shaikh, Parveen, are you there? Quickly make sure you're putting up a thumbs up and assure me that yes ma'am, it is visible to all of us. Now moving forward, when I say the sweeping statement means, this is clear, thoughtless statement. The next one here is again. So these all are from your PYQs. Enough freedom for action. When I say enough rope means enough freedom. Now this word enough and enough, this itself is a trick. And rope you can see it's with a free movement or free in the air. So freedom, just a trick to understand and make sure you are getting the meaning. So enough rope means enough of freedom for a particular action when you have given enough freedom. Right. Now when it says complacent means satisfied, compliance. See, okay, I'll tell you. Compliance, complacence, complacency, complicacy. I'll make sure you are understanding each and every word, don't worry. So enough freedom, I can also say enough liberty. So can you come up with one word each for this particular thing? The enough rope. Can you come up with one word each? Quickly tell me, please. All of you, please tell me. Very good morning, UV. UV is Yuvraj and Sam is Yuvraj. UV, right? Come up with one word each. What happened? All right, moving forward. Now herein, I'll just make sure I'm rubbing it off. Sam has asked me few things, ma'am. This is, one is compliance. The other one is complacency. Then is complacency and complacent. So complacent, complacency and compliance. Any doubts to anyone? So this compliance is an act of obeying some order, some rule, some law. So this is act of obeying. Now what? Some rule, some law, some procedure, some method. So act of obeying some rule, law or procedure is called compliance. Complacency and complacent means I'm quite complacent, means I'm very satisfied with my life. Complacency here is self-satisfaction. I hope this is clear to you, Sam Gupta. For you only I've written this. Moving forward, the next is the phrasal verb here. The first phrasal verb. Again, my dear students, this is connected with the previous year question. Do not take these words lightly. I have researched a lot to make these phrasal verbs and idioms and phrases because they have actually been asked in the previous year papers. So when you say dig into, now this could be something in your clause test, this could be something in your filler, this could be something in in particularly an RC wherein the words are given to you in bold and highlighted and you have to find out the answer. Am I right? When I say dig into means you try to find out something. You try to find out something is called, you are digging into the matter. Just dig into the matter and figure out what's wrong or what was wrong when you try to figure out something, when you try to find out something. So you try to discover, you try to figure out, you try to come to a conclusion that what, where went wrong. To fetch out something. Very good. Excellent. Are you all ready to read the newspaper reading now? Are you all ready? Shall we begin with that newspaper part quickly? Moving forward. Cold comfort. Now, warm comfort means something which is very attached. A cold war. Very, something which is very fishy here. Right? A cold comfort. Again, comfort is like something which is very easy, but this cold makes it a bit negative here. Had it been a warm comfort means a positive tone. Here it's a negative tone. So despite the easing of retail inflation, now you all know the rise in prices called inflation. There is no room for complacency. Again, no room for self-satisfaction. Right, means again self-satisfaction, it could be triumph. Triumph is again the extreme happiness, is called complacency. When you're extremely happy, when you're satisfied, right, it's called complacency. So this thing, despite, even with the ease in the retail inflation, even with the ease in the the rise in the price, there is no room for complacency. There is no room for self-satisfaction. So this is a cold comfort. Now I'll give you a while. Everything. Now you have understood 70%. Things are clear. We are gonna read about the retail inflation. We are gonna read about why it is not like working. Why the situation is not saying a warm comfort. Why is it saying a cold comfort here? Kshitij Jaiswal, very good morning. Didn't you get the notification, my dear? Please tell me. So herein, this is the first paragraph right in front of you saying what? Please take 25 seconds. Make sure you have understood this. I will read each and every word for you. Once you're done, please come up with the thumbs ups. Then only I'll understand, my dear. So again, herein we are understanding about the CPI, about the policymakers, what exactly the latest inflation numbers are pointing out, right? All right, people are saying it's done. All right. Latest retail inflation numbers point to a slight softening in the pace of price gains. So, and that should provide the policymakers some solace that recent interventions appear to be working. Now, solace is what? That person who's making you happy, who's making you calm, happy at the time when you are sad. Jay Talavia, very good morning. You are also there. Guys, can you all do me a favor? Just put in the link in your WhatsApp and Telegram groups and make sure people are aware that session is happening live here. Can you all do that for me? Just right now. Please tell me, can you do that or not? If yes, kindly do that. So again, policymakers, some solace, people those who are making you happy when you are sad. So herein this is telling that the latest the latest retail inflation numbers, they are pointing to a slight softening in the pace of price gains, and that should provide the policymakers what? Some solace that recent interventions appear to be working. So inflation, which means here the rise in the price, inflation is measured by the consumer price index. So herein the rise in the price, this is measured by the CPI here. Right, this is measured by CPI. Slowed 75 basis points from April's 95 month high of 7.79% to 7.04% in May. While it is to quantify the effect that the RBI's surprise 40 basis point interest rate increased to early May had on the prices, the center's May 21 decision to cut the excise duty on petrol and diesel by rupees 8 and 6 respectively. All right, so herein if we say the government has cut down the prices on petrol and diesel by rupees 8 and 6 So this decision was taken by the center on 21st of May, saying that the decision to cut the excise duty on the petrol and the diesel, again petrol by 8, diesel by 6 respectively. So this seems to have had an immediate impact. Inflation in the transport and the communication category of the CPI slowed by 137 basis points to 9.54% the last month. Now herein, my dear, we are just understanding about the latest retail inflation, how it has made the things little better, wherein the again in the pace of price gains, what should the inflation measured like. Now herein it is saying that the inflation measured by the CPI. Now this is also conveying us about the CPI, which is the consumer price index. I am sure you are quite aware of all these words. If not, make sure your economic section is very strong then, right? Rajput, very good. So guys, whosoever is new in the session, please make sure the daily session happens in English medium for the editorial analysis, and it is live daily at 8 AM. If in case you have not seen the previous sessions, पिछले sessions अगर नहीं देखे, kindly go check them. The playlist is out. Kindly just go and check. Please, my dear, make sure you have just been through all those playlists, because the vocabulary is important. Vocabulary is not just you are requiring one session, 2 sessions or a crash course. You require a consistent approach. I hope this is clear to you guys. Now herein the inflation which is measured by the CPI, this slowed the 75% basis points from the April's 95 month high of. Again, now this is telling us about some facts and figures about the CPI, about from where to where it had gone down. And then in the month of May, then what was the effect that RBI surprised 40 basis point interest rate increase in the May month on the prices, that the center's 21st decision was to cut down the petrol and diesel's excise duty by rupees 8 and 6 respectively. This is all we have understood till here. Now moving forward, again please take 25 seconds and understand. Once you are done, let me know. Thank you so much, Yuvraj, for being so generous. Done, guys. Plunging to success. Now read it. Jump. Now having a surged by means having rush. Again, anything which is not clear? Come up, please. Thank you so much, Princey. All right, UV and Sam for updating me. Thank you so much. Abhishek Jhadav is also here. All right. So moving forward. Yes. With the price of the Indian basket of crude oil. Okay, now having surged by almost 88.5% from April to a 10-year high this month. So moving forward, this is saying that there has been a rush by almost 8.5% from April to a 10-year high this month. And the rupee plunging to successive new record. Now rupee plunging in means a rupee which is jumping in here, a rupee jumping to the successive new record. This lows against the dollar. It would be unwise, so this would not be a wise decision to drop the one's guard, especially given to the pass-through impact, transportation cost, having most other prices. So whatever the transportation cost which is more on the other prices, this is not wise, so it will be an unwise decision to just drop the one's guard here. Now talking about the food prices, if in case you are aware, just few days back, yes, Nirmal Darji, of course. See how it is good for the banking examination. We are not covering one. I cover 2 to 3 articles daily. That too with the vocabulary, with the idioms and phrases and everything else which has been asked here. We are not just reading. So reading will make sure we are doing it in a speedy way for your reading comprehension, for your speed test, for your accuracy, for your consistency. Right? Clear? Thank you, Yuvraj. Thank you so much. So when I say to drop one's guard here, this in a sentence, when I say or tell you, when somebody is avoiding a danger, when somebody is avoiding danger or difficulties, it's called a idiom here. Again, understand how well we are doing. It's a idiom here. So please write it down: to avoid danger or difficulty. Are you all able to understand what I've written here? To avoid danger and difficulties here. Now this is saying food prices, the other driver of the retail price gains, offered far less respite with the consumer food price index, with the CFPI. Inflation which is slowing by only 34 basis points to 7.97%. Now again here the facts and figures are discussed here. So respite, you all know, when you put a less respite means less break. There is a less break. Clarity here? Till here to everyone? Now if we talk about the city consumers experience, now talking about the consumers, they experienced an acceleration in the food price gains as urban CFPI inflation quickened 11 basis. Now again, quickened means rushed uptick again to 8.2%. Moving forward is the last month. So 9 of the 12 items on the food and the beverages sub-index of the CPI. Again, the facts and figures are mentioned here. You have to understand very well how we have done this, how they have analyzed it here and letting us know about the exact number, exact percentage. 9 of the 12. See, I'll tell you guys, I'll tell you what all things are important. Just let me just complete and be thorough with this, right? I'll quickly do that. So also the quickened sequentially, resulting in the month-on-month inflation accelerating 30 basis points from the April's base. Again, they are discussing about all those things. Now please take 25 seconds again. We'll summarize it. Do not worry if in case somebody or someone or any one of you is not understanding. I will summarize the paragraph or the article for you. Do not worry about it. Guys, do you even have any social media groups if we talk about Telegram and WhatsApp? Just tell me, do you have that? And probably if you have that, I'm sure you guys are not sharing. Had it been, you would have been sharing, the number would have been little more increased number here. So prices of vegetables and those of meat and fish, this surge, this uptick, this rushed from 18.3% and 8.23% respectively, means for vegetables and the those of meat and fish again. So from their year earlier levels, adding to the nutritional precarity of the low income households, and even though the inflation in the edible oils slowed from April's pace, there is no room for complacency. Now again, complacency. There is no room for complacency. There is no room for self-satisfaction here, wherein no room for triumph, wherein there is the happiness, there is the self-satisfaction. You're happy with what is happening in the situation of life. It's called complacency. This is what we have read, and this is also there in the heading and the article both. So given that the price gains in the vital cooking medium were still running at 13.3% amid persistent supply concerns in the wake of the Ukraine war and the disruption in the sunflower oil imports. Now disruption, some rukawat, some stoppage, some hindrance, obstruction, disruption, right? Maize wholesale price data also provide little comfort, with the headline WPI inflation quickening to a fresh high of 15.9%. So with the RBI's consumer confidence surveys showing what? Showing an appreciable deterioration. Now herein, the appreciable deterioration in what? In the households' expectations of the 1 year ahead of price level. Authorities must stay laser focused on the battle of tame inflation. I hope this is clear to everyone till here. Now guys, I would like to make one thing very clear to everyone. If we discuss about the thing that what did we learn today, please understand from banking point of view and from newspaper point of view. Just understand why the newspaper is important. Guys, you are understanding the reading skills here. Number 1. Number 2 is the speed read, or you can say the quality read. Just give a while and understand. This is very important, something which I'm telling. So many students have doubts, ma'am, why newspaper, why the editorial, and why for the competitive exams. So your reading skills getting enhanced. You're developing a speed read and a quality read skill in yourself. Then is your accuracy. So when in examination you see the reading comprehensions, the RCs are there, and you're not able to figure out the answers. I have so many students, a large pool of students saying, ma'am, I am very good at English, but I'm very weak at reading comprehension. Ma'am, I am just losing marks in English. Ma'am, I am just losing marks in the reading comprehension. How to improve, how to gain more marks, how to be consistent, how to be very specific. So your accuracy, your consistency, this all depends. Reading makes sure that your vocabulary is very strong. So if your vocabulary is strong, vocabulary will in order give an edge to you over clause test, over fillers, over your direct antonym synonym, over your idioms and phrases, over your phrasal verbs, over your one word substitution. So all these things are connected with your vocabulary or vocabulary. Again, when I say vocabulary, one separate series is going on, separate session is happening at 1 p.m. Whatever vocabulary you're doing, still it is less. Make it this way, still it is less. So sky is the limit for vocabulary. I would just say this one line to all of you, and I'm sure you will understand. Sky is the limit for vocabulary. Whosoever is not aware, first session is happening at 8. Next session is happening at 10 a.m. and the last session is happening at 1 p.m. Moving forward, I think these all things are very, very clear to you because I explained. Now again, yes, for the one those who are not aware, 8 a.m. session is happening for the Hindu analysis, 10 a.m. is happening for IBPS, RRB, PU and clerk, 1 p.m. is happening for the vocabulary. Also, the playlist is out on YouTube. So this is the YouTube schedule for Bankers Adda 24/7. The playlist is out. You just have to type in my name, Amrit Kaur. The whole list will appear in front of you. You can see the previous sessions also. Now something which is very, very important here. I would like to bring some light on that topic, which says again, you will be typing Adda 24/7 on Google and we will be clicking on the first link. Now understand what I'm trying to bring. How to remember vocabulary, Nirmal, I have made sure each and every word is clear to my all the students via some tricks. So please just type vocabulary session by Amrit Kaur ma'am. The whole list will come. Start learning, start reviewing. You always have option to replay the video and see. Make notes, stop it, make notes, again replay it, see it, make it, learn it. So many things you can do it simultaneously. So herein, my dear guys, you will be going on to the section called books. So when you type in books here, you can see so many books will come in front of you. Now from here, I will be just see. Now you have here SBI clerk, IBPS, PO, SSC, JAIB, KAIB again. Now herein, moving forward, you will be writing the name is bank. So when I write bank here, all the examination related to the bank will come in front of you. Now the focus is on RRB, right? Since the RRB is going on. So when you type in RRB books here, you will get a list of books which is solely again in terms of RRB. Now you can see IBPS, RRB, PO comprising of your prelims and mains both. Then we have RRB clerk. Then we have a bank prime test pack. Then we have, okay, this is something different. So here we are talking about the IBPS. Taking this forward, see, what does it take up? It takes up 163 test series. It is taking up 64 ebooks. Understand what is the inclusion here. Now, the best part is that this is covering your 95 total tests. Right, now you have full length mocks, you have IBPS, RR, BPO mains, you have prelims, you have video solutions, you have memory based papers, 5 section tests are there, 10 and 25, and the topic tests are there, means 20 tests are there. Now you have 95 plus test papers here, previous year papers are here, full length mocks are here, and English and Hindi medium, both things are here, right? Now once you go on to the view offers, you will be seeing here the cost here is 600 rupees. But once I apply in the course, that is why 536, you have to apply in S also with it. You will see, my dear, you are getting 27% off those. That 600 became to 437 only. Right. So 437 again. You are getting 27% of discount, but the code you have used here is Y536S. If you are buying some course, you will use only Y536, but with the books, you will use Y536S. 27% of discount only for 437. Now, guys, see, these books are yours. You don't have to, give them to somebody else. They are yours, they belong to you. Only one time investment is there. You probably spend much money on movies, burgers, fueling up your cars, your automobiles. So this is nothing, trust me. Alright, now somebody is asking me, what is hypocrisy? Hypocrisy is something when you pretend to be. Now hypocrite, what is a hypocrite? Person who just pretends to be, who is not actually the same, who pretends to be. So it's a fake, you're showing something, faking something. Right, I'm sure these details are quite helpful for all of you, and I'm quite sure you will be happy. All right. Alright, so similarly you can type in many courses also here. If you want to type in, you can directly type in my name, Amrit Kaur, and you will say a number of courses will appear in front of you. That is, one is Mission RRB PO and Clerk, RBI Grade B, and Mission RRB PO and Clerk for the maths and reasoning. This is a complete full-fledged course for prelims and mains both. This is targeting only prelims here, but this is targeting prelims and mains both. Here it is only prelims batch, and this is the foundation. This is a full comprehensive batch. Full batch, right guys? So when I open this, I click on this, again you will see the key highlights. Everything is mentioned here. 8,000 rupees, which is not the actual price. You will be typing in the code Y536 to avail the maximum discount, my dear, which says again, alright, this gives you 1839, which means only somewhere around for 6 months. If we talk about 6 months validity, somewhere around just 300 rupees per month, guys, which is, trust me, nothing when you're getting so much. Alright, so it was really amazing teaching all of you. Do not forget to join in the courses and the batches which are running. I think the YouTube schedule is quite well versed to all of you. I should not bring it to your notice again and again. 8, 10 and 1. 8 a.m., 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. Alright, do view the playlist also. It's there out on YouTube. I'll catch each one of you in the next session. Thank you so much for the session, guys. It was really lovely meeting you, interacting with all of you, sharing the knowledge with you. And looking forward to see you in another sessions. Make sure you're hitting on the like button, share button, and writing your beautiful compliments also. Thank you so much. I'll see all of you.
नाइस ना?
और दिखाओ मैडम।
स्टील टोस दिखाओ ना।
अच्छा लग रहा है ये,
है ना? भैया, इनके लिए तो 6-7 इंच वाली हील दिखा दो।
ठीक है।
हाँ बेटा बोल।
माँ,
हाँ?
मैंने टीचिंग एग्जाम क्लियर कर लिया।
सच? भैया।
हाँ जी।
फ्लैट सी दिखाइए।
क्यों, क्या हुआ? कद बढ़ाने के लिए अब लटकना शुरू करोगी दिन रात 24/7?
बेटी ने अड्डा 24/7 ज्वाइन किया और टीचिंग एग्जाम क्लियर किया। और बच्चे जब तरक्की करते हैं ना, तो माँ बाप का कद अपने आप बढ़ जाता है।
अड्डा 24/7 की एक्सपर्ट एंड एक्सपीरियंस्ड फैकल्टी और क्वालिटी एजुकेशन से आप तैयार होते हैं बैंकिंग, टीचिंग, एसएससी जैसे अनेक कम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स को क्लियर करने के लिए और एक अच्छा करियर बनाने के लिए।
अड्डा 24/7 जॉब है तो रॉब है।
नाइस।
नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। स्वागत है आप सारे लोगों का अड्डा 24/7 के इस ऑफिशियल यूट्यूब प्लेटफॉर्म पे। मेरा नाम संतोष कुमार है और आप सब लोगों का इस पर्टिकुलर सेशन में तहे दिल से स्वागत है। चलिए देखते हैं आज का सेशन। हम लोग यहाँ पे स्टार्ट करते हैं 15 जून। जितने भी हमारे यहाँ पे उड़ीसा वासी हैं उन सबको हैप्पी